Hello, welcome to another Cycle Tech Review unboxing. Today we've got the Rudy Project Rebel, new helmet from them. It sits at the top of their range, is aimed at road, mountain bike, gravel, whatever. Apparently it's for their design or aimed at the most discerning of athletes. Hopefully that includes me. Comes in two sizes, small, medium or large. Measured my head, it's 58 centimetres, which I think, if I remember correctly, is 23 inches. I've ordered a small medium. It seems to be about the right size. I've got to read from the laptop here because I can't remember all their facts, but basically it's got 22 vents in it to help you keep from sweating, especially in this weather we're having at the moment. It's got a Fidlock, which is a sort of magnetic catch, so no more buckles. Probably you can do it one-handed. It's got a anti-bug netting inside that can be taken out. It comes with two different types of padding, so you can fine-tune and fit. Probably most important is the safety standard. So it excels CE EN 1078, which is the helmet certification, and the RP rotational impact test, which is an advanced protocol analysing the BRIC, that's BRIC index, to reduce the risk of brain injuries from rotational impacts. So as well as if you should have an accident and your head hitting the ground like that, it's also designed to lessen the impact from rotational. So when your head hits and your brain, which sits inside like a little fluid chamber inside your skull, that spinning can cause sort of tearing and damage. So helmets have been designed now not just to absorb those kind of straight on forces, but also twisting forces. So that's what that's looking at. So it's got all that, which is obviously good. Let's have a look at what other features it has. Let's have a quick look here. It's 280 grams apparently for a small medium. It has bug stop padding, so you know that annoying feeling when a wasp flies in your helmet, or did it? So it's got like a screen at the front to stop it going in. Fidlock, like I say, it's a magnetic closure rather than the traditional squeezy buckle thing. Flow through ventilation, so the way it's set up is that air can go through, flow through and come out and basically stop you from getting too hot. Interchangeable comfort padding, so I hope that means if you start to get a bit sweaty and smelly, you can swap it out and clean it, hopefully. I hope they do that with the straps as well, because there's nothing worse than these straps, especially if they're lighter coloured, they start to get a bit grubby. You want to take them out and clean them every now and again. It's made from 20% recycled material. It's also got carbon and Kevlar used in the construction. I'm just having a quick whiz down here to find out where the carbon and Kevlar comes in. Basically it's used to ensure strength and optimal ventilation apparently. So let's get inside and have a look. Okay, I'll do a close up, but let's just have a look now. So you've got your nice box. It comes with a nice bag to protect it. That's always nice actually, a nice little feature just to keep your helmet nice and safe. Well, not safe obviously, it's not going to protect you if you drop it, but it just stops it getting dirty and mucky. Inside, there's the helmet. We'll look at that in a sec. You've got some instructions there. If you need instructions to put your helmet on, probably also help with things like how to adjust and all that kind of stuff. And then you've got your extra padding, grey foam padding. So that should hopefully help. But there's the helmet itself. It's in a white matte finish. It's got a really nice feel to it. I'll show you some close-ups in a bit. But these bands here have got a nice carbon effect also here and here. So all the sort of black areas, I've got that really nice, again, matte carbon weave to them. It's really nicely finished. It's got the plastic rolls through underneath here, so your bottom edge is protected. You haven't got just bare EPS foam. Again, I'll show you this in some photos and things, but you've got a nice little gap here. So I think the idea for that is the air can flow in, and there's a little plastic bridge here that keeps the foam away. So rather than the foam resting against your head but blocking the actual air, waterproof. That means the air can flow through. Inside you've got the bug netting there. You can see that there. And then you've got an adjustable band at the back. You've got the usual sort of dial, but it looks like you can move it, that yoke, up and down, so you can adjust it to fit to the back of your head there. You've got this little lump at the back, so that allow that to sit nicely on there. It got RP rotational impact test, so it's got a little thing there, so it has been tested. Well, not actually this one, obviously they've done the tests on them. And it's got little logos here. Again, I'll show you some close-ups saying carbon and Kevlar. But I think it's a nice looking helmet. It's got the Rudy Project logo just on the front there. So I mean, like I say, this is a small medium. There's only two sizes, small, medium and large. This is the Fidlock. Again, I'll show you close up in a bit, but it just sort of clicks on. And I think, yeah, you just twist it off like that. I haven't adjusted this or anything yet, so this is straight out the box. I need to drop that at the back a little bit, but that's just how it sits on my head. Like I say, still got the tags on and everything. Let's see if we can find the Fidlock. See, yep, that just clicks in. Yeah, quite easy to undo and do up. And once it's on, yeah, it's very firm, but to get it, you just basically pop it like that. So it's quite easy. That's the important, the glasses. Yeah, a pair of Rudy Project glasses, they fit in nicely. What if you want to wear them upside down? They stick out a little bit there. Am I jamming? No. They prefer to be that way. Yeah. That way. Yeah. And then with your glasses on, you've got a bit of space there. Show you both sides. Yeah, feels nice. I'll do some close-ups so you can get a better idea of what it looks like. Comes in two sizes, like I said, and three colours, black, red or white, but they come in matte and gloss finishes. So you could say six, you've got 6 options there. But that's a very nice helmet, does everything. It's not got any sort of super aero, you know, a lot of the helmets now are closed to sort of maximise aerodynamics, but this seems a bit more open, so especially in hot weather at the moment, hopefully it'll be quite good for keeping us cool. The bug padding inside, just to let you know, basically goes from about here all the way around the front to there, and it extends on the top to about here. So that's plenty of barrier against them pesky wasps and flies. It seems a very nice helmet. I'll put some close-ups on in a sec, and I'll put a preview on. Okay, so here we have the Rudy Project Rebel helmet. Do a quick spin for you. I mean, you've already seen it on my head, but this is a bit closer. As you can see, it's got this nice carbon effect. Let's bring it in there. The whole helmet's a white matte finish, but the black bands have this carbon effect, which is quite nice looking, I think. Front there, you've got the little Rudy Project logo, and as you come around again, you've got Rudy Project on the side here. You've got some reflective stripes in the back and 3K carbon Kevlar. And if we can see, it's a very thin, but it is a layer there. Again, you've got some reflective bands there, again on the other side. And then on the top here, you've got the through system. So basically the idea is that the air can flow through. Let me just show you on the front here. You've got airframe technology there. You've got this plastic insert here. So it allows the air, so that when you're wearing this, the padding doesn't close that gap. That gap is always open, allowing the air to flow through. And then inside again, let's just move the strap out of the way. You can see the bug stop netting inside there and the padding. And then on this back yoke, yeah, I think it's called a yoke, you've got and adjustable, so you can drop that down to fit your own head. And at the back you've got fairly standard now rotational dial, again with that nice Rudy Project logo there, and some more reflective there. You got the rotational impact test badge there to show it's been tested. Side buckles, they've got a plastic yoke holding the straps in place. And let's see if we can see. I don't think the straps are removable, but at least they're black, so they shouldn't show up the dirt too much. Let's have a quick look at the buckle. So I don't know if you can see that. Let's bring it in closer against the white background. There you go. So what you've got there, you've got a metal buckle that, I mean, that's very solid, that's not going anywhere. But then when you want to release it, you just, from above, let me just show you, and it just pops open like that. And then, so it's literally got a little magnet hidden inside. You can't see it in any way. And it just, again, that's very, very nice, very simple. Finger underneath to open it, and then it just falls into place like that. That's a very nice little system. So that is the Rudy Project Rebel helmet. I agree, it's a very nice looking helmet. So we'll be trying that out in the summer months and see how it fares. That is the Rudy Project Rebel helmet. Very nice helmet, I think you agree. Look out for a preview and a review soon. Thanks for watching, guys. Goodbye there.